Hey guys, Dr. McClimon back with McClimon Chiropractic, and today we're going to talk about disc bulge and disc herniation and how posture has such an impact on that today, and give you some tips on how you can better combat that. So guys, structure in the spine dictates function, and so one of the things you have to be really conscious of is your posture today. And one of the things we see today, especially with technology, devices, computers, is we see that forward head posture, looking down at our device, looking down at our computer, our laptop. That posture puts a tremendous amount of stress and strain on the spinal cord, okay, on the brainstem, and on the structure, the musculature in the neck and across the shoulders. You might get tension headaches, you might have neck pain, but guess what? That is creating a lot of stress on the discs, which they're not prepared to support. And so over time, that creates pressure on the disc, and it can degenerate and wear that disc until it bulges and squeezes out. And so a lot of times it bulges, in fact most of the time, it's not an acute condition, it's a chronic condition stemming from poor posture. So that could be poor posture in your neck, that could be a pelvis that's high or low on one side because you have subluxation in your pelvis and it's shifted, or one leg's actually shorter or longer than the other and it was never checked, which creates an imbalance in the pelvis, which creates pressure in the lower back and create pressure on the disc and can create that bulge. And so guys, in chiropractic, that's why it's so important that we look at structure. If you've never had your spine checked, taken x-rays of your spine, you really need to know if your spine's healthy or sick, if it's in good alignment or if it's in bad alignment, because having bad alignment over time will contribute to more pressure on your discs in those shifted areas, and that's going to create a disc problem, ultimately a nerve problem and health problem in your life. And so really important, guys, when it comes to disc bulge, as far as prevention goes, you should check your spine. Not only in prevention, but in maintenance and taking care of your spine throughout your life. We don't get osteoarthritis, guys, because we're old. We get it because we have old misalignment. And when that spine starts to wear and tear and degenerate, that's putting more stress on your disc, which creates a disc problem. The disc, guys, is just the result of the structural problem. And so checking the structure is so very important. If you've never had it checked, very important to make sure that that's right, because if it's not right, it's going to put more pressure on your disc, your nerve, and give you pain and discomfort and tons of symptoms. So that's your tip, guys. If you haven't had your spine checked, your posture checked, check it. Be conscious of your ergonomics. Do not look down. Look how you're sitting, how you're standing. That can impact your posture, which can impact your disc and the disc bulge and herniation and pressure on your nerves. So keep that in mind. God bless, guys. Talk to you soon.